So one thing that people have suggested for a long time is that Ubisoft needs to go to the ranked leaderboards and just ban all of the people in the top like 100. I think it was King George who has said multiple times where he's like, it's so easy to just go through the top 100, see who's cheating and ban them. Because apparently a lot of the time, majority of the top players are all cheaters. Now, what I want to try was using reputation.gg where people report and then there's clips for all of the reports. But unfortunately, their leaderboards, which I thought was going to be the top players in the world, is actually just leaderboards of people who have reported them. Because, like, number one person of the 30 days is Hardstyle, but it's his reports on other people. Deluxe says the number one player's cheating. Based off the name, I would assume you are right. When someone has a name with Discord in it, or it's a link, I assume they're cheating. But they only have a 1.38 KD in Champ with a 85% win rate. The one thing I noticed before when I was looking at it was their names. They're definitely stealing accounts or stealing names or buying names because they had Thatcher, and then way before that they had Twice. So they're clearly getting accounts or names. If we look at their encounters, one person they played with for 200 matches was banned. Was this an obvious cheater? Consistently Diamond, suddenly Champ with a 0.5% increase in KD. Probably cheating. Although their headshot rating is not that high. It's actually pretty low for number one champ. Between 30 to 51% on average. Not enough proof on their account that they're cheating, but I mean, they did play with a cheater for 200 matches, so they're probably cheating. And again, the fact that their name is a Discord thing means they're probably selling cheats. Then Guns, 1.63 KD with a 92% win rate. No cheaters. Looks clean to me. So the reason why I wanted to go through this and maybe see if I make a video out of it was, since content creators always say this would be the easiest way to clean up ranked, because obviously a lot of champ cheaters are just pushing for number one champ. I want to see how long this would take and how easy it would be to just determine someone's cheating solely off of just their account. And I wanted to do the top 100. That might take a while. Manual bans and manual reports are never viable as a long-term solution, but maybe if it's obvious enough, they could probably save us a lot of grief. This person went from he was never champ before, champ once, way back in the day. Quit for a few years, came back, top champ with a 1.67 KD and a 95% win rate. 1.67 itself is not crazy high, but the fact that he was like 1.28 and went up by 0.3 and top level champ is pretty kind of crazy. But his three of his top four played with are top champs, who we're going to be looking over after. That guy we just looked over and he was clean. This one's going to be one of the next ones. He's also going to be one of the next ones. So he probably just started playing with a really, really good stack. Headshot rating is not anything crazy high, even if I just focus on ranked. Weird history, but honestly probably just like bought the account. That would be my guess, which is still bad, but not cheating. IK, 1.8 KD with a 92% win rate. 92%, or the win rates probably don't matter as much anymore because obviously a lot of people at this level are going to just have majority of their games won. He had a 2.3 KD 2 seasons ago, but with significantly less matches. A 1.8 over 500 matches is kind of crazy. It's not unheard of, but that is really high. No played with cheaters. I guess not cheating. Not obviously cheating, at least. He's cheating 100% DMA. So why do you think that? I have not played against this person, so I don't know what he plays like. I'm just solely going off stats. The reason I also want to look at this is because one thing I'm always concerned about is a lot of people want to have the ability to report and get people banned for cheating. But I'm always concerned that, like, at the top level, just looking at this guy's account, I'm like, you know, KD is high, but it's not impossible if you play with a 5 stack that just dominates. But maybe they're all cheating, and I don't know for sure. But, like, we've seen pro stacks have crazy high KDs because they'll just 4-0, 4-0, 4-0 and just kill people nonstop. Not that these guys are pro, but it's not impossible. We've played with most of them in EU at least. Chance to look at their names. Nothing really crazy here. But so yeah, one thing I'm always concerned about is whenever people want the ability to get people banned, like these top level accounts, people are just going to report them because they lose to them. A lot of people in the top 100, they have egos because they're top 100. So as soon as they lose, they're like, couldn't be that they're better than me. I'm going to ban them or report them or want them banned. And then this guy played with the others that we've already looked at. Very long history of being consistently 1.2 to 1.7 KD champ. What I find interesting is that in one of the seasons where he had a lower win rate, like an 80 compared to his 92, he actually had a higher KD. So somehow losing more but killing more. Maybe baiting. I don't know. Above 50, it's like 80% chance that he's cheating. So that's what everyone always says. But I'm always like, is that true? Are people just salty? It's possible. Again, this guy's part of that one stack. A lot of people just report anyone who's in the top 100 because they're just like, no, you can't be up there without cheating. But like, you can. Obviously, there's still a lot of cheaters, but you can still be up there. I won't even bother looking at Robbie. He's the pro player for BDS. He's number 6, so he's obviously clean. He's a pro. I don't know is MB a pro? It's not pro. Is a Twitch account. Gifting subs is 35% off. Chat, start gifting. Called Moneyball. They're an element. Okay, so not pro, but like tier 2, tier 3. Gotcha. 1.8 KD. I would assume if he's an element, he's probably not cheating, but that obviously that doesn't exempt them because a lot of people have been caught cheating. His KD did go, pretty high up, going from like 1.1, 1.2 to 1.8 is kind of crazy. But if he just locked in with a stack that is very competitive, which a lot of the people we've already seen in the top 5 he plays with, kind of makes sense. This guy also plays on the Camilla account. How does he have 400 encounters with another account that he owns? How does that make sense? I do think this account, the Camilla account, I swear I've seen reported a lot before, and people always say they're cheating. They have a different Twitch account linked. I don't know. I can't comment on that because we don't see anything, but stat-wise, they look clean. Azebi from Canada, clearly clean, not cheating, has normal KD. It is kind of crazy to take a one-season break, come back, and be top 8 champs in the world. Also never played before. Collision point. Guys, I might have been wrong. Azebi might be cheating. Guys, Azebi might be cheating. Maybe Canadians aren't exempt. Cheater, 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 cheater. Yeah, okay. Ramatov. Long-time champ from the looks of it. Very long-time champ. Holy shit. He's been champ since, almost since champ came out. Very high win rate, but we've seen that a lot recently. Encounters, no cheaters, lots of champs with him. Looks fine to me. All right, number 10, Passio. Also, by the way, this has been 15 minutes and we've only looked at 10. So to extrapolate, if someone were to do this as a job to look through the top 100, about 1.5 minutes per player, that would be 150 minutes for the top 100, so 2.5 hours. So not even half a workday to go through the top 100 and just ban obvious cheaters. This person has not played with any cheaters. Seasonal is all over the place. Some seasons he barely plays at all. Some seasons he plays a lot in champ. Never had above a 1.5 KD, so I would assume he's safe. All right, tensions. Number 11. All over the place as well. Weird that one season he had a 0.78 KD. It was only 29 matches, but that's very odd to have such a negative KD in plat. Only played with one cheater. 24 matches is a lot, but if you play with a lot of champs and they're like, oh, I'm just going to invite this guy who is pretty good, and it turns out he's a cheater, that was like, but at this level, he should be able to tell if someone's cheating. He shouldn't have someone on his team that he doesn't know is cheating. It's always obvious. Is this an actual Fnatic player? Sarks? I'm going to assume yes, since he plays with Robbie. Yes, he's an actual Fnatic player. Okay. Opal, longtime champ. Very long-time champ. Been champ ever since they did Rank 2.0, but never played Ranked before that. Unless he was a console player who, yep, he was a long-time champ on console. Holy shit. 2.3 KD in console champ. Like, I don't think there's any legit console players out there with over 2 KD in champ. Unless he would have played in, like, easy lobbies to just inflate his KD. Because that's, a lot of people did it on console. But for his PC stats, nothing crazy. I think he's fine. Oh, I should have put chat on the screen so you guys could comment on this. All right, we got number 14, Balza. Never had a high KD. Yeah, he plays some console. Champ instantly on console as well. That was the earliest he ever played. He might not be cheating on PC, but I feel like that's a console cheater. Unless he just made a new account. To be champ instantly on console and have over 2 KD again, I feel like it's really high. I'm the Gon 6. Okay. Why do we have to talk about the Gon 6? Alright, Zub. ZUB. Wait, that's the same profile photo as Vex. Do they play together? There's no way they just happen to have the same profile photo. But they did not play together. This is actually the lowest KD champ we've seen in the top 100 so far. Has like a 1.3. That's really, really low compared to everyone else. 75 matches played with a cheater. 63 matches played with a cheater. But at the high end, 600 matches played with a champ. Do you consider this like, ah, man, like someone just invited a cheater to our stack? Like, that's so unfortunate. Or did he know? It's definitely not boosted, because if he has, how many matches? 811 matches this season. He's not boosted. He's playing a lot. And if he only played 75 matches with them, that's less than 10%. I wouldn't say boosted, but to play 75 matches with a cheater and not realize it is, I think, willful ignorance. And 63 with EQ. Alt key with 37. It's a lot of matches with 3 cheaters. This guy looks legit from a quick glance. Another profile photo with a Shiba Inu. Encounters overall look good. Plays with a lot of the top people. No cheaters except for Booster down here at 15 matches. 15 matches is enough that I'd be like, maybe willful ignorance, but probably fine. Oh, we have 2 people tied for 17th. S-Zip. Just gonna start looking at encounters first. No cheaters on the encounters. Seasonal looks pretty consistent. Ignore the bronze. It just means he was inactive. Champ for a very long time. Very unlikely they're cheating. Aitz Fran. Let's see. Encounters. Ooh. 113 matches with a cheater, chat. Guilty or not guilty? Sus guilty. This guy probably was pretty obviously cheating as well, because looks like he was consistently like negative or close to even KD and then just went right up to a 1.4. And his win rate went up 20-something%. Check the most played with and his encounters with same cheater. This guy? Oh, yeah, this guy played with a lot of cheaters. I remember Charlotte. That name, I think, was like top 10 for a while, and people kept saying they were very obviously cheating. Okay, number 19, DRS. That name already makes me suspicious. A 0.5 KD in Siege Cup is crazy. Oh, this guy's definitely cheating. He's top 20 champs and never been champ before. Oh, he 100% is cheating. 96% win rate. He has played 426 matches and only ever lost 1. This guy's 100% cheating. 100% headshot rating. 91%. Looks like he only recently just started getting a lot of headshots, which would be even crazier because he's getting in higher and higher lobbies. 100% headshot on 9 kills. He was a bronze and silver player who went inactive for years and then suddenly is top 20 in the world champ. He's cheating. And then this is the Camilla person that we looked at before. Chat said that they're a known account sharer. Again, I can't comment on that. No cheaters in their history, and I assume their history is long and consistent. Yes. Well, actually, not even that long. Randomly started in Dread Factory and was just champ ever since. So, I can't comment on the account sharing. It probably is an account sharing thing if everyone else seems to just know that as fact. But I can't say for sure. Gomez is a pro, so we're not even going to look at him. But also, I guess, just to give reference, so he's number 21 in the world. He has a 1.8 KD as a pro. And mainly, I assume, plays with pros. Yeah, he only plays with the Oxygen stack. Okay, number 22, Erasure. Consistently champ? Oh, not that consistently. Not that long. 2,500, 2,622. That is quite the jump. But no cheaters in his encounters other than like people he's ran into a few times. Can't say he's cheating. Stats aren't even that high. number 23 with a 1.2 KD. Consistently champ for long enough. Ooh. I think this was a very, very blatant cheater as well, if I remember correctly. I think this person was submitted for match replay or hacker replay. The guy who got banned actually has an insanely low headshot rating. Abysmally low. In the last few days that he played before he got banned, he had like a 10 to 20% headshot rating. Like, you have to intentionally try to get that low. Someone in chat said that he got hacked. So his name went from Matthew to Matthew owned LMAO. He also played with this person who also has their name changed to nobody owned, and they never changed their name. The last time he had a actual good headshot rating was on the November 4th day, and then after that his headshot rating just went to shit. His name was Matthew Boy back then. And he was still playing with somebody called Nobody Owned. Like, his name back then was that. When his name got changed, his headshot rating plummeted. His name got changed on November 5th. If the proof is that his name got changed, which proves that he got hacked, why is he playing with someone who's had this name like this for the entire time? That doesn't really make any sense. Playing with the cheater is playing with the cheater. Unless you're not a 5-second, you randomly get a cheater, then I don't see a problem. But 15 plus matches or so with the same person, nah, screw those guys. They also need to get banned. I agree. I think people should get banned for playing with cheaters. This is a weird one. I don't know where I sit on it. Again, it sounds made up that he got like hacked and someone changed his name to match his friend. That doesn't really make any sense. I'll leave that up in the air. In my opinion, that's just playing with a cheater, and it sounds like he was cheating. I don't know for sure. Number 24, Champ. Oh my god. This is the longest resume I've ever seen. Oh, he plays with Pangu. Like actual Pangu, I think. So, I would assume he's fine. Gluck. Gluck, Gluck. He is number 25 champ in the world, 1.4 KD. Ooh. Someone we said earlier was cheating, played with this mob guy as well. So, I'm going to say cheating. If you've played 236 matches with a cheater, you're probably cheating too. Or at the very least boosted. Also came out of nowhere, champ. I'd say, what the hell is that profile photo? Oh my god. I'd say cheating by association. So that's 4 cheaters. Oh, he's also playing with the number 1 person who people in chat claimed is cheating for sure. Oh, guys, stop. Stop being horny. Now we're talking with the profile photo. The other one was meh. This one, that does it for me. This person has no cheaters played with except for one he ran into 11 times. That could have just been one day a stack, or he ran into a cheater a lot of times, which would be very unlucky. But decently long history with some gradual increase over time with a lowish KD. I think he's fine. We have Vinked, level 20 or number 27. 3.54 KD and unranked. That must be like 1 match. That's 4 matches. That makes sense. Long history of champ with gradual-ish increase. Plat, he didn't really play a whole lot, but still plat for a while, and then champ is weird. Ooh, cheater. Ooh. I'm gonna say, oh, and he plays with the Zebi, who's the other cheater. No, he's cheating. Number 5. This is actually, okay, I thought for sure when we went through this, I was like, it's going to be like 80% cheaters. But so far, we're only at around 20%. We have Zed, the 1.84 KD. That is one of the highest ones we've seen. Plays with Zub. Played with that. I saw someone else play with this cheater a decent amount. He has had a 1.8 KD in the past. Having a 1.8 KD in 400 matches in top 100 champ is really fucking hard, but it's not impossible. Again, if you play with a stack, and especially if you know how to manipulate the server so that you're playing against bad people or like easier servers, not the hardest thing in the world. It is 80%, but you can't find out about the others. I think there's a decent amount of people at the high rank who are just really good, and just because people are losing to them, they just say they're cheating. All right, 29, Alex Priz, 1.4 KD, consistently champ, but weirdly just became champ and never left champ. A few cheaters. This guy only played with cheaters, and he played with him 31 times. That's only 10% compared to his top played with. But if you play 31 matches with someone who is very clearly cheating with a lot of cheaters, at what point do we cut off? If you played 10% of his matches with that guy, is that enough or is that too little? Maybe we let it slide. This guy, I'm going to say right off the bat, probably not cheating. This Nibbling Napo has been in like 7, and EQ as well. These guys have been in like 7 different people's encounters lists. Alex plays comp. To play comp and just suddenly be champ in your very first game. I mean, this must be a different account then. There's no way this is his first account. The Big Sahur, 1.46 KD. This is our first Australian, I believe. Doesn't play with any cheaters. These are the pros, right, from Enterprise. He plays with a pro stack. He's fine. All right, number 32. No cheaters in his history. Pretty consistent champ. And plays with a few of the other top people. A lot of the top people, actually. Top 10. I saw an interesting post about someone asking kids what they were asking for Christmas, and the post said lots of them were asking for money for boosters/cheating because all their friends are doing it. It's unfortunately becoming a very common thing as well. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was Evan who mentioned it. There was a rapper who was streaming, and he accidentally showed his bank account, or like his credit card history, and one of the charges on his account was for a boosting service. And then he's just like, everyone else does it, why wouldn't I do it? Like, people are just so upset that they can't be the best naturally that they have to cheat. But we've seen that in everything, in sports across the board. People cheat all the time. Steroids, performance-enhancing drugs of different kinds. Like, people will always do it because they just want to be the best. But Bess, who's not the best, but pretty high up there, looks somewhat legit. Again, randomly just started being in champ. Very little history. It makes me feel like they probably just bought the account just so they could be champ, but doesn't look like they're cheating. This person claims to be in phase. I don't think that's true. But anyways, to go back to this, it doesn't look like he's cheating. His seasonal is very short. He apparently popped out of nowhere and was just top champ. Pretty high headshot rating, but not impossible. Like, he's consistently getting 90% headshot ratings on 10 kills. Another 100% with 10 kills. Okay. Chat. Thoughts. Within 1 month, I think it was 6 different matches with 10 kills, 100% headshot rating. So 60 kills, 60 headshots in 6 matches. Thoughts? Sus. There's definitely red flags. He's just the next incarnation of Shroud. I think consistently getting 100% headshot rating with 10 kills in a bunch of different matches, or even 90%, that's pretty suspicious. It's not proof of cheating, but I wouldn't assume this guy's legit. I don't know if we count that towards the total. Aureus. Bruh. All right. We're at 6 cheaters now, right? Not conclusive. All right, chat. Let's maybe look a little bit more. Oh, it's becoming a bit more conclusive. This guy has no cheaters in his history. Again, like no history account. His console account has way more history, but his PC account has like nothing. Is this suspicious? Do we find this suspicious, chat, to have just be champ instantly, but have no encounters with cheaters? Like, are people just making new accounts? Is that what it is? They don't want their old account history to drag down their stats. Like, this guy still has his console account linked, but that seems weird on PC. He was part of a M2K clan with a ton of cheaters and macro users, but never played with them. Deluxe, how the fuck do you know all this? This guy's been on the fucking... He's scouring the web for all these people. Also, what is this flag? LB. What does LB stand for? Lesbian. Doesn't play with any cheaters, but he is from Lesbian, so how can we trust? But not cheating from the looks of it. Guff, another Australian. One cheater. This one cheater is... Or, okay, actually... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, when it says DEL and a bunch of numbers, that just mean deleted account. It does not. These ones I wouldn't really consider too much for cheating, because 12 matches in Australia, he probably just keeps facing the same cheaters, but 27 is a little high. Just a lot of... Again, no history. Just champ right away. He played with DRS. Someone said that was a cheater. Oh, right, that is a cheater. No, he's cheating. Or he's being boosted at the very least. What is this? I'm going to assume not cheating because you have to pay for that. So if he's paying for R6 tracker and is cheating. That's crazy. Zub and Zed, he plays with. The Eku guy has popped up so much. Alt key, 40 matches played with. But again, that's not the majority of their matches. Long-time champ. I'm going to assume legit. This guy has just a lot of matches played with a lot of the top champs. Very few cheaters. Icy Ghost. Long history, at least. The long history makes me feel good. I don't think they're cheating. I feel like at champ level, people are so willing to dip out that if they know they're queued with someone sus, surely they dip out. That's what I'm saying. Like, having 40 matches played with a cheater, it feels like you just know at that point, and you're like, whatever, I'm just going to keep queuing until they get banned. Loth plays with King George, so I'm going to assume he's fine. This guy plays with the #1 champ who chat claims is cheating. I don't think we even said for sure they were cheating, but again, Discord promoting probably means cheating or boosting. Are we assuming that if they play with the #1 champ that they're cheating? I can't remember their stuff. They did play, oh yeah, they played 200 matches with a cheater. I think we did determine they were cheating. But okay, playing with the #1 champ, cheating. I'm going to edit back the video and be like, oh, I said that they weren't cheating. But no, if they had 200 matches played with a cheater, I think I said that they were cheating for sure. 200 matches is insane. This person has no cheater history and a very long history. I'm just going to assume they're good. Oh, so someone said 20% cheaters is really high. I don't think that's that high. For Siege, I like in normal circumstances, yes, that would be high. But for Siege, honestly, with the top 100, I expected this to be like 50 to 60% cheaters. I don't know what flag that is. We have ZQZ, who has 88 matches with a cheater. And DRS, he's cheating. Okay. 9 people out of 44. We're getting close to 25%. I think once we get closer to the like 50 to 100, we're going to have a lot more blatant cheaters. Or a lot more people who play with a lot of cheaters. Because like, I'll just consistently do that from now on. If they play with like 100 plus matches, or like majority of their matches are with a cheater, I'm just going to assume they're cheating. This guy does not look like he's cheating. And seeing how he's from Japan, I'm going to assume he's probably a pro. 2 KD in 176 matches in champ in top 50 is really, really high. No history of cheaters. Again, it's not impossible to have that high of a KD, but it's very, very high. 96% win rate as well. I always just want to make sure when someone has a high KD that they're not like intentionally playing against low level lobbies. No, this looks fine. Some diamond lobbies, which, okay, I had this discussion with Ubisoft people. They think there is an insanely high difference between like champ and emerald or champ and diamond. And I'm like, I don't think it's actually that high. In my mind, maybe it's because champ means nothing now. In my mind, if you're like a high emerald, you know, champ's not that different. I don't think that guy was cheating. High KD, but chat says he's tier 2, so. This guy has a very, very high win rate and decent KD with no cheaters. Bit of a weird history. To be plat for a while, leave for 4 years, or 2 years rather, come back, be gold, and then suddenly go up to diamond and champ is very weird. But maybe he bought this account for the name. Moving on. Number 48. 136 matches with a cheater. Were they blatant? Never played ranked before, champ. Top 8 champ in the world. And also played with a lot of other cheaters. Okay. I'm willing to say that if you play 136 matches with a cheater out of 400, that's enough to say that you're an accomplice. Unearthly. No cheaters. No history. Normal stats. 1.5 KD. And a 72% win rate, which is actually really low for a top 100 champ. Most of them are 80 plus. So if this one's a cheater, then we're going to be at 20%. What is that profile banner, bro? Let me just save that. Anyways, select. Lot of champs played with 600 matches with demo, whoever the hell that is. Looks fine. Long history. I think he's fine. Did he play with King George? I didn't see, but I assume he's fine. All right, that is halfway done, and it's been an hour. Oh my god, my throat is like raw from talking so much. I'm sure a lot of these will be a lot more obvious now. Like I said, 50 to 100. Super Ethan, I feel like I've seen that name before. I think he's legit. I'm just going to check to make sure. Looks fine to me. Long history. And his stats are 1.45. I think he's fine. Francis.Falcon. Ooh, his most played with player is banned. And they had Falcon in their name as well. This guy, yeah, he must have been cheating. He was a gold and like bronze copper with negative KDs, and then suddenly he became a champ with a 1.3. He 100% was, at the very least, like, subtly cheating. If they're playing 400 matches with a cheater in their, like, team name, I feel like you gotta be an accomplice. No cheaters. Very long history. And what are his stats? 1.47 KD with a 84% win rate. That's fine. Noisy biker. No cheaters. Long history. And a 1.67 KD with a 91% win rate. Both are high, like above average, but not crazy. When it comes to the top 100, I honestly don't know where the stats should lie. A lot of people have like 98% win rates and like 2+ KDs. I don't know what's normal. No cheaters. For number, who is this? Number 55. Lower win rate than usual. High-ish KD, 1.79, but not out of the ordinary. Having a 2 KD in new blood is actually really high. But he has a very long history and a progressive history. Gold to plat to diamond to champ. This guy has suspicious stats, but nothing conclusive, so I gotta say he's fine. Ooh, 147 matches with the cheater. How blatant is this cheater? This is 21. Bruh. He went from silver with a 1.5 to champ with a 2.03 and played with a cheater for 100 and something matches. This guy's definitely cheating. A blitz main in the top 100 champs. This guy actually has very few matches played. 145 matches with only 4 losses. 1.36 KD. Again, not much of a history since he apparently never played PC without being a champ instantly. But, yeah. Seems fine. Ooh, 17, 22, 13. That's on the lower end. I'll give him a pass there. It's still high, but at least it's not as bad as other people. And only a 1.3 KD in champ. I'm going to assume he's fine as well. Logger. 117 matches with a cheater. Number 1 played friend is a cheater. But is this guy suspicious? He was bronze and silver, suddenly champ. And he played with the DRS guy. This guy is cheating. All right, number 60. No cheaters. No history. His first season ever on PC. Number 61 champ with a 2.11 KD. They're DDoSing, I think. Yeah, these guys are DDoSers. His whole history, none of these matches, or no, they're win trading or like elo trapping because they're just surrendering. So this guy's cheating as well. What's weird is like all of these accounts are always different. Like every match is different people who surrender. There's never like any overlap. How the fuck are they getting so many different lobbies to consistently surrender against them if it's not the same people? That means they must have like hundreds of people in this like Discord to coordinate elo trapping. That's fucked. Okay, no, he's cheating. This guy is not cheating from the looks of it. Played with a lot of top champs. No cheaters. No history. No bitches. I hate this that no one ever has a history. But probably not cheating. Well, this is the guy that, again, people are claiming that he got hacked and then banned for cheating after his account got hacked. But the booster guy has always been called Booster, and he has 100 matches or something with him, and he's also banned for cheating. He even has someone who plays with him who's called I Love Booster. He plays with someone called Zim. I feel like the Booster guy very likely cheating. I doubt this is an innocent ban. If we're assuming the Mathy guy was innocently banned because he got hacked or whatever, I don't think Booster is legit. So I would assume cheating. All this just to be considered champ in a free video game is insane to me. People are willing to do crazy things just for a fake social status. Long history, no cheaters in his history. Consistently top 100 champ. I think he's fine. KDs look fine. This guy looks like he has no history. He plays with the #1 champ. Yeah, he's cheating. That's a pro. 2hunters.wh. Is WH a pro team? Does anyone know? He plays with this guy who I remember I said was cheating. Oh, but I did say his history was weird. He also has no history, bro. I hate it here. This guy's no history, but not playing with any obvious cheaters, so I'll give him a pass. This guy, I remember saying that he probably was cheating. Yeah, he played with a lot of cheaters. 74 matches with him. He's probably cheating by association, so cheating. Limba also played with a cheater who I think we've looked up before. Yeah. Is that Bosco from SSG? No, it is not. This guy has played with cheaters. A very long history of champ. I'm sure he's fine. Oh, that's a pro, right? Yeah, Wet. I remember Wet. This guy's not a pro. Ubisoft profits from cheaters. See, okay, that's where I think a lot of people don't understand. If Ubisoft got rid of cheaters, they would make so much more money. People always say Ubisoft profits off cheaters. That's why they let them cheat. Bro, if Ubisoft could stop cheating, they would be making so much fucking money. Like an insane amount. Because so many people would play the game if there were no cheaters. Obviously, companies have always in the past had more interest in short-term profits than long-term profits. But no company is that stupid to be like, let's let them cheat so we make more money. It's just not how it works. We're nearing the end, chat. Charlie. No cheaters. Long history. Not crazy high stats. I'm going to assume he's fine. Unfortunately, you'll never have a game without cheaters. I mean, I play Battlefield. I still have not faced a single cheater in Battlefield. This guy plays with people we saw earlier that I think we said were legit. And he has a long enough history that I'm fine with that. Nicolo. A lot of champs in his history. Nothing crazy. Longish history. Okay, yeah. He came back and forth, you know. Played for a while, was top champ, left for like a year and a half, came back, top champ. I think it's funny that some champs never get a cheat on their encounters, but some champs get games with cheaters. I mean, I don't think you'll ever run into someone who has absolutely no flags on all of their encounters. Like, usually if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll find some people who've played with a few cheaters, like whether it's against them or with them, purely like coincidental, but this guy doesn't have any flags. Yeah, looks fine. Not even crazy high stats. Yeah, I think if you look at my account, I think even I have a bunch of flags. It should always be at the bottom. Yeah, Obanshi was one. Oh, I played apparently against this guy as well. But yeah, mine are like obviously super low because I'm not playing with cheaters. I just run into them. All right, Jack Guns. Chat, we are almost at the end. We're at the 75% mark. No cheaters. No history. Also, he has a 1.93 KD this season. That's crazy. Let's look at his stats. Normal KDs. Or not normal KDs, but normal headshot ratings. Very high KDs for the day. One day he had a 2.3 KD. Okay, after looking at a few of these matches, he at the very least plays with like 3 to 4 people every single time. He always has a stack. Not always a full stack, but a stack of some kind. People are buying accounts. I don't understand the point of it if they are. Like, is it just so that they don't have a bad history? This guy plays with pros, so I'm going to assume he's fine. He plays with Wet from Australia. Femboy Swayze. Ooh, 3 flags, but they're all 12 or less. This could be like just... Oh, that could be like 3 matches where they played against a cheater. Because if the encounters are still weird where it's rounds and not matches, that could be 3 matches. But I think he's fine. Okay, never mind. He's got to be cheating. Or at least boosted. Bro, look, he has never been above plat. And now he's top 100 champ. And he plays with champs. But are these guys all cheating? Are they boosting? This guy also was silver before and now champ. This guy never played before and now champ. Account deleted or something, but no, he's definitely... He's playing with people who are boosting him. R6 tracker is down. How am I supposed to finish this video? Oh shit, a lot of stuff went down in the last like 20 minutes. Reddit is down. AWS is down again. Oh, that's why the servers were down earlier. That's probably why I had such difficulty logging in on my handheld.
A few moments later.
Oh, it actually does work here, bro. Okay, I'm gonna have to use my in-game R6 tracker. Well, at least just go through the people that I can. So Azid we were looking at, or wanted to look at. He has a 1.3 KD in ranked with very little history, it looks like. His encounters are 71 matches with a cheater. But he got banned with the mathy guy. It could have been a like false ban, I guess. Has no history either. I don't know. Also, doing it here is really fucking annoying. This does not work nearly as well as the website. So who am I supposed to be looking at next? Maybe Jin. Get through more matches or more people. No cheaters in his history. Long history. He's fine. So this guy played with that one guy who was cheating or banned for cheating or whatever. Since everyone claimed that he was hacked, I'll just assume he's fine. Okay, Thanos, German. No matches played with any cheaters. Long enough history that he's probably fine. A high KD, but not so crazy. Headshot ratings are fine. Most of the matches are 4-0s. Although I've been noticing this more and more. Maybe it could be because the servers might still be down for the match or for R6 tracker. It says this guy hasn't played a match in over a month, which does not seem right to me. How is he top of the world champ and he never plays the game? That must just be buggy. All right, Eraser, who was next anyways. Played with pros. Long history, he's fine. Scary.Daystar is next. Lot of top champs played with. No cheaters. No history. What is with these no history accounts, man? Are they just buying new accounts? He's level 500. He has more of a history on Xbox, but still not even that much. I don't get it. I can't say someone's cheating because of no history, but that is annoying me. Ticey, we were told by someone else, is also tier 2. Plays with a whole squad. I'm going to assume that's fine. I'm not even going to bother looking into it. If someone vouches that he's tier 2, I'll just assume he's fine. And then we have Dream.Phase. Big titty girl is a profile photo. Played with Matthew for a little bit, which just means nothing to me at this point. I've seen that name too much. Long history of champ. He's fine. Again, we're at 18, and now we have reached number 86. We're almost done. Chase Zera is next. No history of cheaters. Long history of playing. KD is fine. Win rate is fine. He is fine. I thought we were going to have way more cheaters here at the end, but it's looking kind of fine. No, one cheater, but only 11 matches. When I see a history like this, I just have to assume they're cheating, but playing with a lot of top champs and having no history makes me feel like it's more likely the account was just purchased. It's only level 242. He definitely just bought an account and started playing on a new account. Or he probably bought the username. Anthony, that's a name I've seen a lot. I assume he's not cheating. Cheaters are mostly around 1,000 to 2,000. Yeah, but I mainly want to do this because content creators always say that Ubisoft just needs to go through the top 100 and purge it, but I want to see how many in the top 100 are blatantly cheating, which this guy is not. Long history, he's fine. Just have to make sure. Dzuf is next. Dzuf has one person cheating, 36 matches, Goku.SSG. 36 is not crazy high, but that is still pretty high. Played for a long time. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and assume that at 36 matches, he probably just didn't know he was cheating and then was like, oh shit, he actually was cheating the entire time. 486 matches as a champ with no history at all. Goku.SSG. Played with a lot of cheaters. I can't imagine playing with someone in your stack and not looking at their stat history just because you're meeting them for the first time. Like, I would do that to everyone, I think. But maybe that's just me. I should check if this is backup. I don't understand how it works in this game, but it doesn't work on the browser. Oh my god, look at all these banned accounts. Okay, this guy's cheating. Are we going to end at 20%? Okay, Zopi. No cheater history. Very little seasonal history, but at least champ consistently with not a crazy high KD. And stats look somewhat fine in the matches. I'm going to assume not cheating. Okay, next up is Vage. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of them's a Goku guy. Okay. He's definitely queuing with cheaters. Now we have Nako. Genji, is that an actual team? Oh, that's actually him. I always forget Genji is in Siege. Okay, we don't have to look at his account. Looks legit. No cheaters. Don't know how he has that name. That's crazy. You know Drew? My friend Drew could not get the name Drew Peacock because of the cock in Peacock, but this guy can have asshole as a name. That's crazy. Looks fine though. How did you get that name? I don't know. Must have been from like a long time ago before they had filters or something. Next up is Melusi. Probably also a purchased account or purchased name. Plays with the #1 champ who we have said is cheating, and played with Goku who's cheating, and a lot of people who are cheating. Looks like Melusi's also cheating. I wonder if they played with like the Zofia person who was cheating last season. M540I. So this next guy has no cheater history and then no real history. What the hell? He went from a like not hard stuck, but just barely played diamond or bronze to gold into just champ. But he plays with a lot of top champs. Chat verdict. Very high headshot rating. 80% plus. Some days 100%. 90%. He's cheating, right? 90% headshot rating in champ lobbies is insane. Even at its lowest, it's at 80%. And then before that, it was... Oh, no, he definitely downloaded cheats. He went from like a 59% headshot rating on average, or no, 40% to like 80 to 100%. He's cheating. He's cheating. He played with one cheater that we've seen a bunch, but he only played with them a little bit. We've just seen them on a lot of different accounts. He has no history at all. Old Tora. Headshot rating seems fine. Must just be a new account. We only have 2 left. Breeze and Asa.Genji, who I assume is also another... Yeah, he is another pro. Okay, we only have 1 person left. Breeze. Number 99. Number 100 is a pro. No history of like multiple cheaters or anything like that. Long time champ, or recent champ. Long time diamond before that. It is weird that he took a break from the game, came back, and was just champ consistently, but we have seen weirder things. Low headshot ratings for the most part. I think he's probably fine. How awful has Siege gone that you need to go through top 100 chance to see who's cheating to get any content? Again, I mainly did this because I was like, I don't know if I really want to like grind clips right now. So first day back, I'm just going to go through a top 100. That is the state of Siege though. This is content, is to go through top 100 and just see if they're cheating or not. And those are only the blatant ones. Like I only said they're cheating if it's blatant. If they had played with a lot of cheaters, had a very, very questionable stat line or history, or I don't know, anything else that was like super, super blatant, which means probably at least like 10 of them are subtly cheating. That would be my guess. Like they're DMA trying to be subtle, but over 20% of the top 100 are cheating. We'll leave it at that. Interesting to see. I do wish I could go through the reputation, just see like clips from the top 100 and see if they're cheating, but we had to just go off stats. Surely with the new season, we'll have more content. We won't have to rely on this. Right, chat? And hopefully there will be less cheaters. Right, chat? Yeah. I'm not hopeful. I know Ubisoft is very hopeful, and they keep being like, don't worry, anti-cheat is just going to like, it's around the corner. It's going to work. We're going to get a lot of cheaters banned. But I'm like, they've been saying that for a while, and we've never seen a lot of cheaters get banned. It always just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Somehow, the player base numbers are going down, but the amount of cheaters is going up. So the percentage of the community who is cheating is just significantly higher. It's not a good time to be a Siege creator. I'll tell you that.